right. Hey, Tara. Hey, Alina. Joanna, yay. All right. So, coaches, welcome to our action hour today. I'm going to guide you through crushing our vital behaviors, but I'm going to wait just a couple minutes to allow some more people to jump on. So in the meantime, drop a comment below, say hi, tell me where you're working from, what city you're at, and how long you've been a coach. So we'll wait just a couple minutes to see for some more people to pop on first. But say hi. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Amy. I am so excited to be here with you guys today. Wait another moment. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Angela. Hi, Amy Sue from Pennsylvania. Hey, yay. I'm from Jersey. Everybody can see me, right? You all can see me and hear me okay? Can I get like a thumbs up from somebody? Portland, Oregon. All right, since last year. Columbus, Ohio. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jess. Jenny. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Kara. Dallas, Texas, coaching for 3.5 years. Sounds like me. Hi, Joanne. Amanda, Angela. All right. Okay, guys, so let's get started. Real quick about me. My name is Tara. I've been a coach for about 3.5 years, and I just turned 45 yesterday. Happy birthday to me. I am a mom of 5. I was a mom of 4 when I started. My youngest just turned 2 years old, and my oldest is almost 17. I started with Beachbody for the discount, but after one round of the 21-day fix, I shed 10 pounds and 11 inches and got really curious about this whole paying it forward movement that Team Beachbody had created. And so I went and watched every single training video in our back office over the course of one weekend. And then I told my coach I was diving in with this business because my current full-time job that I actually loved in the entertainment industry was sucking the life out of me. So I made a commitment to go all in and with a no plan B attitude. So, and here I am today. So I want to start our action hour, but I also want to be sure you guys know why you're doing these actions that we're going to talk about. If you're just going through the motions and don't understand the bigger picture of how impactful your daily actions will be over time, then you are likely to throw in the towel. And I don't want you to throw in the towel. So I want to quickly explain living with purpose and living by priority. Okay, so I'm a Disney fan, and I am going to make reference to the classic encounter between Alice and the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland, because it's the perfect example of what I want to briefly touch on, okay? So Alice says to the Cheshire Cat, "Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go from here?" And the cat responds, "Well, that depends a good deal on where you want to get to." "I don't much care where," Alice said. "Then it doesn't matter which way you go," said the cat. When we live with purpose, we know where we want to go. When we live by priority, we'll know what to do to get there. So purpose without priority, it's powerless. So we need to create a vision for our future and then work backwards to make it a reality. Planning is bringing the future into the present so we can do something about it now. And the now is your daily vital behaviors, okay? So with that said, first up, I am a firm believer in the fortune is in the follow-up. However, I also think beating a dead horse is a thing and nobody should be doing that. So my first priority every single day is expanding my network by making new friends. I'm going to show you my strategy for doing this on Facebook today, but you can and should also expand your network on Instagram too. There's plenty of trainings on that right here in this Champions page, okay? So every Monday, I pick one of my current friends who is not a coach, and I focus on connecting with her friends. So what I want you to do right now is pick a friend of yours who is someone very much like you, someone who you could see being in your tribe and on your team, but isn't yet, okay? Because chances are her friends or his friends could be your tribe too, okay? So this week, I am focusing on a friend of mine named Tracy K. So I am going to, and I'm going to do this right along with you today. Actually, I'm going to do it from my phone so I can see better. All right, so I'm going to my friend Tracy's page, and I'm clicking on her friends list. I want you to do the same with your friend that you picked. You're going to scroll your friend list, okay? You are looking for smiling, happy profile photos. No pics of cartoon characters, no pics of pets, no pictures of cars, no quotes or anything else like that. Just smiling, happy people who aren't afraid to show who they are in a profile photo, because you know those people are potentially more likely to be your tribe, right? Okay, so you're going to scroll the list of the person that you just picked, and you're going to select 10 people, and you're going to send them a friend request. That's it. That's all you're going to do right now, okay? We're going to do this for 3 minutes. I'm going to get my timer ready. Make sure I'm on the right page here. Okay, cool. We're going to do this for 3 minutes. You've got your friends selected. You're going to scroll their friends list, and you're going to pick 10 smiling, happy people, and you're going to shoot them a friend request. 3 minutes, go. And I'm going to do this right alongside you. And I will be peeking at the comments. Sometimes it's hard to see them, but if you're asking questions in the comments, I will try and answer them as I see them pop up. You guys, I want to talk about something real quick. Someone's going to ask this if they haven't already, and I maybe missed it. Now, in regards to tracking, when you're sending these friend requests, I only track anyone who accepts my actual request, okay? Once they accept, I send them a hello message. No agenda other than to connect. No agenda. My simple message, the way I do it, I always say who our mutual friend was, as this usually breaks down any wall barrier that they may put up initially. So as an example message, I'm going to give you an example because one of the people that I'm working on now, my friend Tracy, her friends, here's a sample message. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for accepting my friend request. I saw we're both friends with Sally Smith. I love Sally, and I love connecting with new cool women. How do you know Sally? Her and I met because her hubby works with my hubby. So I asked her a question because questions make people more likely to respond, right? But that's it. Just a simple connection. Try and break the ice. And again, I always say, because this strategy that I use is always by doing it through mutual friends, I always say who the mutual friend is, and it usually works pretty much 9 times out of 10 that they'll accept the request. All right. Keep this in mind. How long has it been? We got 1 minute left. People don't always accept friend requests right away, right? So on your daily vital to-do checklist that you have, maybe you're using the BAT, maybe you're using something else, but whatever it is that you're making sure you do every day, make sure you don't forget to include messaging anyone who accepted your friend request from a previous day. Okay, Facebook gives you notifications for this. You know when someone accepts your request. So just make it a 5 minutes of your action hour that you're doing every single day. So it's easy to know who you need to message as part of in those 5 minutes when you look and see who accepted your request from the previous day or two. Okay, just make sure you're tracking that and that's part of your action hour. All right. Let me make sure there's no questions. I am Jen. These are my personal page. I have a business page on Facebook and I have my personal page, but I am adding friends of friends through my personal page. Good question. All right. Okay, so next up. Okay, so now we're going to be connecting with current friends to continue building relationships with them. As you build your tracking list of all the new friends that you're making on a daily basis, this will be easier to know who to connect with, okay? Because what you're ultimately doing is creating a friends funnel. That's what I call it. I know a lot of people call it different things. I call it a friends funnel. So you're ultimately creating a friends funnel to move your new friends through. This funnel helps you avoid doing completely cold invites. I'll chat more about the friends funnel in just a bit, okay? So if you already have a tracker of friends or potential new challengers or potential new coaches, go to your tracker. What you're going to do is pick 10 people that you need to connect with. For those 10 people, okay, you're going to head to their profiles and you're going to click like on 3 of their recent posts, 3. You're going to comment on 2 of their recent posts, and then you're going to send them a private message. And you're going to make that private message personal. It's not an invite, okay? Not an invite. A quick message, make it personal about one of their posts, about something about one of their posts that you just read, okay? And be sure to ask them the question at the end to encourage them to reply back to you. So I call this a 3-2-1 method. There's also a 5-3-1 system that you've probably heard about a lot in this group, a lot of on Instagram training. So personally, I find that system of 5-3-1 much better for Instagram as opposed to Facebook. On Facebook, in my personal opinion, 5-3-1 is overwhelming and a little too stalkerish for Facebook. So on Facebook, I follow a 3-2-1 method. 3 likes, 2 comments, and 1 message, okay? You're doing this for 10 people. If you don't have a tracker yet, okay, so you don't know who you need to be talking to right now, one quick way to get started is to head to your own friends list, okay? When you go to your friends list, you're gonna click on recently added, and you're gonna do this 3-2-1 method with 10 of them. All right, does that make sense? Make sure anybody's got any questions. Okay, good. All right, okay, so we're gonna take 5 minutes to do this. This is super important, connecting. Our whole business is built around relationship building, okay? And if you don't wanna be doing cold invites and you wanna be making new friends and so you can eventually invite them, you gotta be making connections and building your relationship with them. So this is the way we're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna take 5 minutes to do this. Now this generally takes a little longer than that, more like 10 minutes, okay? But for today's purpose, so I can keep moving you guys forward through this action hour, we're just gonna do 5 minutes, all right? Ready, go. If you have any questions in the meantime, I'll check the comments and answer them as best I can. If I miss any, I'll come back after this and I'll come back in and answer any questions if I miss some while we're live. Okay. Yes, Shelly, 3-2-1. Very simple. Yes. Be sure you're asking me any questions you want in the comments. Three more minutes, you guys, and then we're going to move on. If you didn't get all 10 people done in 5 minutes, you can come back to this. Okay, again, we're doing this quickly so I can bring you through, because I know I'm talking a lot in between some of the things that we're doing to give you guys some tips and strategies. So I want to make sure we get through all the vitals. So Teresa, 3-2-1. 3 is the number of likes, 2 is the number of comments, and 1 is the message. 1 for the message. So 3-2-1, likes, then comments, then message. If you guys can't stand the silence, you can put music on your end. Two more minutes. Hi, Hannah. It's about 45 more seconds. Amy, I mentioned the message that you're sending has something to do with any of the posts that you liked or commented on, so you can make it personal, so they don't think you're just sending them some random message. It needs to be about something that they posted about. Okay, guys, we're going to move on. All right, so next up, we need to invite, okay, either to the coaching opportunity or to a challenge group. Depends on the person that you're inviting. I touched on the friends funnel that you should be creating. This funnel is going to take some time to get going. It's going to take time to create this, okay? It doesn't happen overnight. But if you're working on adding at least 10 new friends a day, that's most likely at least 50 new friends a week. So approximately 200 new friends at the end of a month. When you're doing that consistently, month after month, you are going to have an abundance of people you are connecting with that you can be inviting to a challenge group or the coaching opportunity. You will never again, if you are following this method, you will never again be able to say you don't have anyone to invite because you've exhausted your warm market, okay? So your friends funnel. About 10 days after you make a new friend, they should be getting an invite from you. On your tracker, you should be keeping track of the contact dates with these new friends, when you first friended them, when you first had that message, okay? Dates should be in your tracker for all the people that you're communicating with and that you're building a relationship with. So you don't want to make a new friend and have no contact with them for 10 days and then send an invite. That's still a cold, icky invite, in my opinion, okay? In order for the funnel to work, you have to be connecting with them during those 10 days prior to the invite. This is not an exact science, and it obviously depends on how quickly they message you back or how quickly they reply to a comment you made on one of their posts, et cetera, et cetera. But generally speaking, you make a new friend, you start a conversation. If you keep the conversation going over the course of a few days, awesome. If not, about 3 days after your last contact with them, be sure they are part of your 3-2-1 connection system, okay? Then do this again about 3 days later, the 3-2-1. And then again, about 3 days later, you're going to invite them. Based on your conversations with them, of what you've learned about them by checking out their page and commenting, that's how you determine whether you're going to invite them to a challenge group or the coaching op, okay? Now, here's the thing to also pay attention to. If during this roughly 10-day time frame, they have liked or commented on any of your invite posts or your journey posts, you're going to invite them sooner than 10 days. Don't wait. They open the door for you to invite them, okay? And this is also why, little side note, why private messaging is so important on Facebook. Facebook knows when you are having private conversations with people. That just sounded creepy, but you get my point. Facebook knows these people are more likely to see your public posts, people that you're having these private combos with, okay? So there is always a good chance that your new friends that you're privately speaking with might connect with you on one of your invite posts. So don't miss this opportunity to invite them. Don't miss it, okay? So for today, you're going to invite 10 people to the coaching opportunity or a challenge group. If you already have a tracker going, you can use that and determine who these 10 invites are going to. If you don't have a tracker yet, here's what you're going to do. You need to start your tracker. Number one, you're going to go back and look at your last 4 to 5 journey posts or invite posts that you made, and you're going to send a private message invite to everyone who liked or commented. These are not cold, okay, because They're people that are already connecting with you and they're commenting or liking certain posts that you're doing related to your journey or relating to invites, okay? So they're not cold invites. So again, if you don't have a tracker, go back to look at your last 4 to 5 journey posts, invite posts that you made. You're going to be sending private message invites to everyone who liked or commented on them. Depending on who you're messaging and what post they connected with on your page, your invite with it to them is totally going to vary, right? But a sample invite could be something as simple as, hey Molly, thanks so much for the love on my journey post from yesterday. Sorry I didn't reach out to you sooner. I'm gearing up for my next support group and my inbox is blowing up. Going to be a great group of women. Are you currently on a health journey too? Would you be interested in info about participating in my group? That's it, okay? That same message, copy and paste. You guys, copy and paste. You can send that same one to anybody who clicked like on that particular post, okay? So that was just an example. You got to come up with what you're going to say to your 10 people that you're going to invite right now. We're going to take 5 minutes for this. Are you ready? Ask me any questions. I see there's some more comments. I'm going to go in there and check them out. 5 minutes, go. Danielle, any new friend? I'm not sure what you're saying that in response to, even if they're, no, if they're Beachbody, that's not, if they're already a coach, then of course you're not doing that with them. This is for brand new friends that are not Beachbody coaches or not already your customer, or they're not somebody else's customer that you know of. Okay, these are your brand new friends that you're trying to bring into your world, that you're trying to bring to build a relationship with. So those are the people that you are messaging. Obviously, not people that are on your team, not people that already have a coach or already are a coach, okay? The whole point is that you're building new relationships with new people and your new friends. So those are the people who have clicked like or commented that you want to be messaging, the new people, okay, that aren't a coach. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if it doesn't. Jennifer Thomas, I'm a military family. I keep my social media locked down. That, if you have to, it makes it harder. But so your best way then, I guess if you have to, I'm just speaking off the cuff here based on my experience and what I know. You really want to, if you're making friends of friends, then eventually they're going to see your stuff. If you're not making your page public, that your friends will still see it. So you can still build your friend base even though your page is not public. Public is a little bit easier because then more people can ultimately see your stuff and it makes the business a little easier to grow. But if you have to keep it locked down for, personal reasons or whatever reason that you have to, you can still be making friends of friends on your personal page. Hope that was helpful. Make sure I didn't miss any questions, you guys. Two more minutes for this, and then we're going to move on to the next thing. One more minute, you guys. All right, guys, next up, follow-ups. You should be checking in with everyone who hasn't gotten back to you from a previous invite that you made roughly 2 to 3 days ago, okay? And you should also be checking in with people who said, not right now, this same week, last month, okay? So if you haven't realized it yet, tracking is everything. You can't grow what you don't track. I'm going to say that again because it's insanely important. You can't grow what you don't track. So find a tracking system that works for you. There are so many ways to track your new friends and your connections and your conversations. So you have to experiment until you find your groove with a system that works for you, okay? So again, for today, if you already have a tracker, you're going to follow up with 10 people. If you don't have a tracker, you can go back, because if you're just getting started, you don't have anybody to follow up with right now, then you're going to go back and do more of any of the previous things we've already done. So you can add a few more friends. You could do more of the 3-2-1 connection system with some of your current friends. Again, not coaches, new people. Or you can send some more invites, okay? If I were you, I'd send more invites. All right, so let me give you a sample follow-up message. So it could be as simple as, hey, Kelly, checking in on you. I'm down to my last few spots for my next support group. What other questions do you have for me? Ready to jump in? Or is there anything in particular that's holding you back? Talk to me, girl. So that's how I talk. So that's what I say. If that doesn't sound like the way you talk, then you got to tweak it, okay? But that's a sample message that I would do for a challenge group. If it is a follow-up for a coaching up, I might say something like, maybe they were in my sneak peek, okay? So, hey, Kelly, checking in on you. My new coach training is about to start up, and I don't want you to miss out. What other questions do you have for me about getting started? Okay? The fortune is in the follow-up, okay? You've got to follow up, and there's no way to follow up if you don't have a list of people that you are tracking all of your conversations, okay, and all your new friends. So we're going to take follow-ups. Let's just do this. I don't want to run out of time, and I feel like I have a lot more to say. We're going to do this for 3 minutes. All right, guys. Ready, go. So, Asia, good question. So, a lot of new and newer coaches, I have asked this question. So, in case you're not following the comments, Asia asked, "What about creating a separate Facebook and social media for your coaching? Do people do that, or does everybody use their personal?" So, when you start diving into some more trainings, you will realize that this business is completely based around branding yourself and who you are as a person, not just about health and fitness, but in all different aspects of your life. People are going to join you because of you, okay? So my personal opinion, if you're creating a page that is just for coaching and you're not sharing all that personal stuff on that page, then it's going to be much harder to grow a business, because you need to intertwine your life journey with your health journey, with your business journey. It all needs to be intertwined. Again, that's my opinion. So I do not recommend creating a separate page that's just like for coaching. And I think you should do it all on one, because otherwise you're going to make it harder on yourself. And you're going to make more work for yourself having 2 pages anyway. How much is too much follow-up? So here's what I think about that. I don't want to be a stalker, but at the same time, I don't want to miss the opportunity for someone who has said, maybe just not right now. If they haven't like flat out given me a no way, I'm never going to do this again kind of a thing, or never going to do this, then why wouldn't you just keep following up? And I don't mean follow up every 3 days. I don't even mean follow up every week. But like that person that says they're just not ready yet, I would certainly follow up every month. There's no reason not to follow up once a month, but just to check in. But in the meantime, between those follow-ups, it would be nice to shoot them a message as part of like the 3-2-1 to keep building that relationship, because there's a reason they're not ready yet. They haven't told you no, right? Maybe they've just said not right now. So I don't think there's ever, unless you're being a stalker, there's not enough the personal connection if you only just send the follow-ups that are just new invite after invite, month after month. So I think still put them in like the 3-2-1 connection system to make sure you're still building a relationship with them. Okay. Yes, totally. Asia, people do like that personal connection, especially in this day and age. Like people are inspired by real people. Like that's why this business works, because we're real and we're being ourselves, and people are following our real life journey, like, along the way, not just when we get there, but on the path to getting there. All right, so let's move on. Where are we at here? Let's see. Okay, we are going to recognition shout outs. Now, most people in their everyday life, they don't get enough praise. Okay, so don't underestimate the power of a shout out. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a challenger in your current group who has been showing up. Okay, and it doesn't always have to be someone with some amazing success story already. Okay, maybe it's someone who just told you she finally started getting all her green containers in every day because she was experimenting with new recipes. Shout her out in your challenge group, and then send her a private message to ask her permission to shout her out publicly on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, then you're going to do a shout out to a coach on your team. And it doesn't have to be a personally sponsored coach, okay? It can be anyone deserving in your entire downline. Always go deep in your downline. Don't just stop at your personally sponsored coaches. You could shout out a coach who helped her first person get started. Or maybe she's running her first support group on her own. Shout her out. Or maybe you could shout her out for getting outside her comfort zone and sharing a vulnerable story. Coach shout outs don't always just have to be about rank advancements, okay? So we're going to take just a couple minutes to create and post these shout outs. You're going to put them up literally right now. Your challenger may not spawn right away to the permission to post publicly. That's okay. You can come back to do the public shout out later after she responds that it's okay to do it. All right. But so right now you're going to do in your private group, you're going to shout out one of your challengers, and publicly you're going to shout out one of your coaches or coaches in your downline on your team. All right. Take like 3 minutes. Should be super fast. Go. One more minute. Jenny, these lives always stay on in the group, so you can always come back to them and follow along and do it any other time as well. All right, guys, we're gonna move on again. Okay, so we need to prepare. Now we need to prepare 2 posts for tomorrow. Okay, you're preparing these for tomorrow, so we aren't winging it and just posting to post. Okay, because we can't think of anything and we're just literally winging it. Not good. We need to post with purpose. So we are preparing 2 posts right now. All right, we're going to do one at a time. One is a value post, and then we're going to prep an invite post. Let's talk about a value post first. I am going to be super blunt. There are plenty of people, not just Team Beachbody people, but plenty of people posting sweaty selfies and workout videos. No one stops to read them. No one, unless you are providing value with your post, okay, with your picture, with your video. But what is the definition of value? Let me tell you what is not valuable first. Now, we're all guilty of this, so I'm not picking on anyone. I don't know most of you, okay? But this is not valuable. Patting yourself on the back for making it through leg day is not scroll stopping content, okay? When you post your sweaty selfie or your workout video, give people something in return for their time. Give them a nutrition tip that you learned, a self-love tip, a mini workout challenge based on one of the exercises from your workout. Right now, hopefully most of you are doing Transform 20. Maybe challenge them with one of the Transformers from Transform 20. Tell a story with your post, not a novel, a story, a nugget, a breadcrumb about a struggle that you went through and overcame with a particular exercise, okay? You need to stand out in a sea of selfies. So give people takeaway content when you post your personal accountability. That is what will make people stop to read your posts. When they know they can come to your page and be either informed or educated or entertained, you're going to have a follower for life, and ultimately someone who may just join your team. All right, so we're going to take a few minutes to draft the verbiage for this value post that you're going to be putting up tomorrow with that daily accountability sweaty selfie or workout video. Okay, you're drafting the verbiage for a value post, and then we'll talk about an invite post next. So take a few minutes, think about what you're going to say so you have it ready to go. You're to post with purpose tomorrow. Ready? Take, what time is it? All right, let's take like 4 minutes to come up with that. Maybe 3 minutes, we'll see. Anybody struggling with how to provide value? Throw it in the comments. One more minute, guys, then we're going to move on and we're going to create our invite post. Okay, invite post. We need to prep an invite post for tomorrow. So we're going to do a side-by-side progress transformation of either yourself or someone on your team. Tomorrow is Wednesday. You know you can post progress pics on days other than hashtag Transformation Tuesday, right? Why not post transformations on a day when no one else is? We want to stand out, right? So find the person and the photos you want to use and create a side-by-side transformation, okay? Side-by-side transformation pics. And please, please put the before photo on the left, never on the right. Our minds work from left to right. Don't put the after photo before the before photo, okay? All right, so we are going to take about 4 minutes to create the verbiage and get this photo together. For your verbiage this time, I want you to keep it really short and simple, okay? Tell people your next group is about to start up. Tell people the results and the transformation they're looking at is from at-home workouts and simple nutrition without dieting, and tell them that it's perfect for busy people. And make it a direct call to action, okay? I say that when I say direct, not just a call to action, very direct. No rhetorical questions in a direct invite, okay? No rhetorical questions. Tell people what to do if they want more information, and don't be wishy-washy about it. Whether you say, drop your favorite emoji below for more info, or send me a message, whatever you choose to say, be very direct. People will not know what to do unless you tell them, okay? Super direct. So, side-by-side transformation with an invite that you are preparing for tomorrow, okay? Planning is bringing the future into the present, right? So prepare it for tomorrow so you're not winging it and coming up with something that you just threw together without thinking, okay? I'm going to set our timer. We got like 4 minutes. Go. Yes, before, Danielle, before pick, always on the left. Always on the left, and then the after pick on the right. That's the way people's eyesight goes. It's the way we read. Always put the before pick on the left. It's super confusing when it's flipped the other way. Hi, Maria. right, guys. Where are we at here? All right, so you've got 2 posts now ready to go for tomorrow. All right. Personal development, I want to touch on this really quickly. If you're not doing it, your business is suffering, okay? You may not know it yet, you may not realize it yet, but your business is suffering if you're not doing personal development. Your next book, after whatever you're reading right now, your next book needs to be The One Thing by Gary Keller. The One Thing by Gary Keller. Trust me. I have never been a personal development person in the past. I didn't do personal development at the beginning of my coaching career, and I know that it hindered me. And when I finally started doing it, it was a game changer. So you need to be doing personal development, and I'm highly recommending your next book is The One Thing by Gary Keller, okay? Trust me on that one. So I want to do a quick recap. So here's what we did. These are all on the business activity tracker, you guys. I just broke it down in different ways, and I did it in the way that I personally prioritize it. Okay, so you got to do what works for you. And you could also break these down. You know, this is called an action hour, right? You guys, you could do action pockets. You can do action pockets throughout your day. Every one of the things that we just did that took about 5 minutes, in the big, in reality, they might take about 10, but you can do those in pockets of time during your day. Each one, just pick one. Say, all right, these 10 minutes, I'm going to make my next 2 posts for tomorrow, so I'm not winging it tomorrow. Okay, these 10 minutes, I'm going to go in there real quick and go into Tracy's page, and I'm going to go click friend request on 10 of her friends that look like they could be part of my tribe. Okay, and then another action pocket during your day. You're going to do all those follow-ups. Okay, you always have your tracking sheet with you, whether it's on your computer or your phone or your pen and paper, whatever you're using, it should be with you all the time so you can get in these action pockets throughout your day. So you're making new friends. You're always tracking. You're always tracking with dates, okay? Because you need to be able to put them through your friends funnel, which is roughly a 10-day funnel, okay? Every 3 days, give or take, you're going to do that 3-2-1 connection system with all of your new friends, okay? If the conversations are naturally continuing because they're super talkative and they really dig you and they like you and you like them, then okay, then maybe things can happen faster. But if they're not, keep putting them through the 3-2-1 connection system, and right around that 10th day, that's when they're getting the invite from you, okay? But you're not going to know any of that or when to do any of that if you're not tracking, okay? So you've got to be tracking. Friends funnel, 10 days. You are never going to run out of people to invite ever again if you are doing this, okay? Another action pocket in your day is those follow-ups, right? Follow-ups, fortune is in the follow-up. It's a quote for a reason. Recognition shout-outs, that can be another action pocket in your day. And then we already talked about prepping the 2 posts. Okay, guys, I would like to leave you with some final thoughts. When each day begins, we have a choice. We can ask, what shall I do or what should I do? Without direction, without purpose, what shall you do is always going to win out. It's always going to win out. But when you're striving towards success on purpose, there will always be something you should do that's going to get you closer to your long-term goals. We must live life on purpose and with priority. Success is not going to happen by accident. It won't happen because you wish it to. It takes perseverance. It takes getting over your own excuses that you don't have time or that someone else has it easier than you because of X, Y, and Z. Being a student is really important. The fact that you're in this page, the fact that you're watching trainings, that's fantastic. Being a student is important, but you guys, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is not power. Implementing that knowledge, that's power. Implementing the knowledge is power. What should you do before your head hits the pillow every single night? Your action hour or those action pockets, whatever you didn't get done. Because if you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want is going to become the sacrifice. So you got to put your blinders on and you got to get to work, because you guys, hear me, we don't decide our futures. We decide our habits, and our habits decide our futures. Thank you guys so much for spending this last hour with me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope it was super helpful.